Oh, bright and shiny.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Backseat Streaming here on Massively Overpowered Television, where yes, Chris and I get to spend the night watching you game. And continually try to turn your camera in game while you're playing. Hands off the mouse, MJ. Hands off.
That's a you problem.
I'm not the only one. I've actually had a number of people tell me that when they watch streams or like my streams, they'll like try to do something to my character on screen. So it's not just me. It's not just me. Well, it's not often that I am looking at others' gameplay. When there's a big old fat game on my screen, it's usually me. So
big old fat game.
Well, it is, look at my monitor. It's a lot wider than it is tall. I got a chunky monitor. It's nice. Anyway, yes, hello everybody and welcome. Thank you so much for coming to join with us. And especially a big, wonderful welcome to Chris, because streaming with Chris is one of the best perks of this job ever.
Yeah, you say that, but I get to stream with the queen of streamer herself, so I mean, who's winning here?
And sometimes he streams with me too, so...
True. And ain't nothing wrong with Chonky, absolutely not. Yeah, Chonky is good.
No. Chunky
is really good for many things. Chunky kitty, chunky monitor, chunky peanut butter,
Mm-hmm. Sometimes cookies.
Yeah, sometimes cookies, yeah.
As long as it's like, chips or peanuts or something that it's chunky with, but...
Oh, yeah, sure.
Not cooked raisins. I don't know why. I used to like oatmeal raisin cookies. Now, other than rice pudding, I can't... The idea of warm raisins just kind of...
Rice pudding and bread pudding with warm raisins and warm currants is nice, but, I can appreciate it. I think a lot of people make oatmeal cookies hyper dry, and that's a problem. Like, oats drink moisture so badly, so it's easy to mess them up.
That is true. I have this recipe I have to share with you, the cowboy cookies. You gotta make these. You gotta try these. Yes. These are addictive. And yes, we actually will have gameplay today. We started talking about cookies and
we're back on our snack nonsense immediately. So it's definitely a backseat stream, isn't that right?
Tanik says oatmeal raisin cookies are great. Rice pudding is an abomination of texture. I love rice pudding though, and tapioca pudding. You got those little tiny balls rolling around in your mouth. It's like edible ball bearings. It's great.
Yeah, you didn't make that sound any more appetizing, MJ. The sentence "edible ball bearings" is not like it's hard. It's hard to sell.
Oh, if anybody likes boba tea, it's like little baby bobas. Little baby
bobas.
Not to be confused with like a baby Yoda or anything, but okay.
Little baby Yoda bobas.
Matt Man 0726, thank you so much for the sub. Holy cow. Big sub.
Tier 1 sub coming at us. It's wonderful. And we haven't even started yet. That's incredible. Thank you so much.
I know it's for the artwork. I mean, that's accolades for this amazing artwork.
It's true. Santi Wolf does incredible work, so I get it.
It is beautiful. So subs, I think I could sub song. Maybe I could I don't know what song to go off of. I think I've pretty much played Disney and Queen out of sub songs. Can always do an old standby. Happy sub day to you. Happy sub day to you. Happy sub day, Matt Man 0726.
Whose name is really hard to parse in a tune.
Happy sub day to you. Okay. Tonight, if you can see on the screen, we are doing Guild Wars. Now, we've been in Guild Wars once before, and this time I have it on good authority by the people who played that we get to watch a special rarity, it seems like, in MMO worlds. We're going to watch people who already have an MMO class getting more MMO classes on one character. So I'm already feeling a little jealous now because, you know, if you ever want to go play something different, it's like, yep, go reroll a new character and start over. Nope, not doing that. So that is what we are going to be watching today. Ampersand, back to the days when it took a moment to realize Guild Wars' eyes to the north spelled Gwen. Oh, hey! But to me it spells Gwentithin.
Gwetinen does sound kind of like a D&D name, though. I'm going to have to write that down for the campaign.
All right, we're going to jump in now. And, whoops, that was Discord that popped up. That's not what I want. And here we go. And we are going to start playing. Make sure you're telling us how sound is. I know I still sound a little gravelly, but make sure I have
got a lounge singer quality to your voice now, and I kind of dig it. I mean, not to say that your regular voice is less awesome, but you know, I don't know, I dig it.
I do have friends that seem to like it when it gets lower.
Little smoky bar jive going thing. I'm about it.
That's it. I can lay back on the piano and be like,
yes,
happy someday.
Do your best, Jessica Rabbit, right?
All right. Eulenius says, not everything you see in the desert is a mirage. It's true. Sometimes there are real things. Those who are not mesmers think our abilities lack substance. I don't know. I heard mesmers are pretty cool.
I really want to try a mesmer in Guild Wars 2. Like, I still want to focus on my elementalist in that game because, you know, there's a lot of stuff I still have to unlock and go through. Still, like, a couple of expansions worth of things. But at the same time, like, I super want to pick at the mesmer's bones a little bit.
I guess we got a ranger and cat ears.
I mean, you know, I dig it. Ranger with cat ears, yes, absolutely.
You know, hey.
That's good for hearing, you know, spatial awareness, all that good stuff. Keep your surroundings.
I'm just saying, I got good taste in friends, right?
Yes, heck yes.
Darth Ball says, I hear they're mesmerizing. Oh my goodness.
We got jokes. We got jokes, friends.
Amsan said Gwen was the kid in the intro to Guild Wars, and you didn't see her again until this DLC as a teenage mesmer. Oh.
I'm just a teenage mesmer, baby.
She the smazzing queen.
Yeah. Had to kick a little 90s jam, and she's going immediately into the 70s, so, you know, there you go.
Only 17. Ooh, yeah. She can mess, she can port. Wow, I should have done port first, because I did not find a rhyme fast enough for that.
Killing enemies for sport.
Oh, yes! Rock on! Awesome. We got this.
I got you back.
You got this, yeah. That's it. This year, Chris, you and I, new Mop Christmas album.
No. I'm down. I'll just need some practice, and I'll probably pester my husband to help me out because, you know, he's the actual singer of the household.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, if I could do a whole Christmas album with a lost voice, anyone can do a Christmas album.
Well, fair, but even you with a lost voice is better than me trying my hardest. So, you know.
No. But I want to do this project earlier this year, because the last one was 2017. It's time.
It's about high. Yeah, I agree.
It's time. And we have lots of possible... I mean, I go back. I'd been doing Ion Christmas albums since I started working at Mop. And I mean, this is year 13 for me.
Nice. Chris will appreciate the pain of this. Half the party are henchmen. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, see, this Chris is actually going to be able to guide me a little more, because I will honestly tell everybody, if you didn't see the first time we did this, I had the beta for Guild Wars. I still have the original beta disc and key that I was supposed to log in to get the actual game, but I did not like the beta, so I never redeemed my game. I never redeemed my game.
Wow.
And this was back when they gave you or sent you a special disc with the beta on it. The same thing with Lineage 2.
Sure.
Wow, that's quite a chest shot of Mr. Robot.
Yeah, we are getting a full-on robot serving full robot.
Yeah. Robot frontal. Full robot frontal. Woo!
Woo! It's too hot for Twitch.
Oh, so Chris, you're gonna find this hilarious. So she's running around with the bow on her back, right? And
Yep.
I was just checking that the video still worked. There was nothing broken, something to go tonight. While I'm doing my post, and I was doing the post while you were streaming. So I went from checking this over to yours, and my brain went, wait, why is there now a greatsword with a bow on the back? And wait, how did it become a guy? And then, like, my brain broke for a moment, because you were just running around in something too, and I was like, what the? Wait, did I do something wrong? And I'm like, where did all the henchmen go? It was really kind of funny for a moment.
For a brief couple of minutes, everything just kind of smooshed together, and you were creating your own new MMO.
That's true. Guild Wars World? New
Tyria.
New Tyria, yeah. Oh wait, that's a 3-headed dino.
You know, why not? Sure. That you don't have the energy / mana noise. I know it very, very well.
Oh, she was turned around at that. I would have been taking a screenshot at that point. Look at me! Woohoo!
Ignore the 3-headed beasts that are, you know, fighting my henchmen. Just look at my pretty cat ears. Mew mew, I'm a cat. No work, no school, just meow meow.
Well, I mean, it was fighting the 3-headed dino in the background, so I mean that was a good backdrop. Catriona says, the no energy noise is the bane of my existence in this game.
Yep, me too. Between that and the whoom, when you don't have a power queued up or ready to go in City of Heroes, those are the two noises in MMOs that I genuinely despise so hard. They are... Ugh.
Wait, where'd the henchmen go? Why is there only a wolf?
I think that... I believe our player put them... Yeah, they flagged them to stay in one spot.
I'm like, did the wolf eat the henchman?
I mean, that's a pretty impressive wolf if it managed to choke down an entire giant hulking robot. That wolf was hungry.
That's why he's got that big lump in the back now, you know?
Yeah. That's his I ate a robot stomach.
So there are actual 2 players in this group.
Yeah, so we got 1 hero, it looks like 3 henchmen?
Aren't there 4 henchmen?
And then we have some pets. Because Ranger, I assume.
Oh yeah, I don't even know. There's lots here. Tannic. The theory was leave the hench dweebs off to the side to not aggro the Hydra, and it did not go as planned.
I am shocked that the AI of this game ruined your plans. So very surprised. Wow, I can't believe it. Guild Wars henchmen doing stupid things? No way.
Oh, so you know why I did not get this game?
What is that?
Trying to run the... Oh! Maybe
and it's a wipe.
Maybe we did need a death counter today. Oh.
That was a lot of enemies, so I'm not surprised that they got overwhelmed. Like that's a lot. That's a lot of red names.
Dude, the fighter like resurrected without clothes for a half second. Hope everybody closed their eyes, man.
It is very easy to get flooded, like genuinely, like especially if you have a melee person who's just running like an absolute goon and everything is like kill. I've had it happen to me more than a couple of times.
I'm kind of not getting these dinos attack pattern. Instead of the heads lunging, they're like using their heads like baseball bats half the time. You know, swinging it like a bat. Like.
I mean,
well,
I can relate. I feel like I have no brain, even if I'm surrounded by smarter people.
You know, maybe that's just it. They've got the one brain shared and split in thirds between all those heads. Oh,
yeah, it's like that oh man, it's like that cartoon of like the Hydra, where, like two of the heads are very serious and threatening looking, and the third one's like.
like the one hyena in Lion King.
Oh yeah. I love that. That is a good boy. And through pure attrition, they made it. That's when all else fails, abuse the resurrections. I understand.
Res shoot. Yeah. No, but the reason I did not get the game was actually henchmen.
Yeah. You know what?
I went in, I tried to do something. You had to take these NPCs that, like, crashed into each other. And I was just like, I can't handle this. I want to play with other players. I don't want to play with these things. And that is literally 100% why I did not get the game. I did not like that mechanic.
Yeah.
And so I'm, you know.
Yeah. You made the right call.
Preemptively correct call, right?
Yeah, I'm reliving my worst City of Heroes mastermind nightmares of this past Choose My Adventure. It's rough, dude. It is rough. The age of this game in terms of its AI, it shows. It's and you know what? To their credit, they tried something different, and a lot of this game does feel group focused. So how are you gonna get people to come, play the game if they don't have friends or have a group ready to hire? They tried. They did their best.
And for some people, this is very wonderful gameplay mechanic.
Sure.
It just is not an MJ gameplay mechanic. I mean, she starts going on rants when MMOs make her play solo. I don't want computers. I want people.
I don't mind playing solo, but playing babysitter to absolute goons like these. Look at this nonsense. It's so frustrating.
Okay, but I have also been in groups where your group mates perform worse than this AI.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, not to say that all humans players are absolute sterling geniuses. I mean, obviously, we've all had pugs or group situations that were far less than ideal. And I've been and to my own credit, I mean, hand up, I've been the bad player plenty of times. But it's at least you can communicate. Bad AI is bad AI from the jump.
That's true. See, Tanic. I'm trying to remember, but I don't know if it was because it was the whole tutorial beginning or something. But yeah, I couldn't go anywhere without taking henchmen with me, and I hated it. But like I said, this was beta. This was before launch. So what they did by launch, and what they've done since then, obviously, worlds apart. I mean, part of me wants to pull out that beta disc and plug it in and see what I can get out of it. That would be so great. But yeah, no, it forced me. It didn't let me go alone, and it didn't let me, yeah. But, that was what, 10, 15 years ago? It was forever ago. 10 years ago. Catriona, I had tried this game with friends in the year or so before Guild Wars 2 came out. They all bounced off it after we got out of the pre-searing. Don't know what that means. It sounds like they're cooking. Because they didn't like the instance nature of the missions. Yeah. And you know what? When DDO came out, I started DDO, and I didn't like the instance missions. And I quit that. And I did not come back again until started playing some holidays and stuff with the one group. And now that we do D&D night, it's grown on me better. But in the beginning, in those years, no, I did not like. I mean, I played Star Wars Galaxies, open world. I was big on open world. So I didn't like the instant stuff. And maybe I just didn't give the games a chance then, but I wasn't interested in that kind of gameplay at all. It was not enjoyable, so I didn't do it. Now that I'm old and...
I know better now with age.
It's more like I've been able to expand my horizons more with different things.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I still would not play DDO alone. Not interested.
And DDO solo is okay, but I mean, playing it by myself versus watching your group do their thing, yeah. I understand why you wouldn't. It seems like it's way more entertaining with a regular group of people.
Absolutely. And same with Guild Wars 2. I would not be playing Guild Wars 2 if it wasn't for the group. And it was actually from this group I was doing a little bit. Okay, them all moving in sync. I just totally thought boy band.
That was very K-pop-ish.
It was. Sorry. And then they just suggested doing it a little more regular with them. And it's been so much more enjoyable. And of course, you say you still have some to do. End of Dragons.
Oh, yeah.
Get there.
I'm trying to get it's been put on the back burner because other games and other stuff has come up, but I'm still making my way through Path of Fire right now.
Oh, see, I have to go back. I finished End of Dragons before we even went and did my personal story.
Oh, I'm not touching the personal story. To heck with that nonsense. I'm over that. I'm going through Path of Fire because I want the mounts and all the other neat unlocks, and then I will probably circle back through to Heart of Thorns in order to sort of trivialize some of those unlocks because I have the mounts and things by that point. And
yeah.
then I'll do End of Dragons.
Yeah, I got the mounts from those other ones. I still have never done them. So on our Guild Wars 2 nights, that's what we're slowly doing. We're in season 1 right now. Okay, that guy standing there on the flag marker.
He's got
looks like he has the vampire, that cardboard vampire cape.
I was more looking at the ring that was around his waist. It looked like a very floofy tutu, like kind of spinning around. Oh wait, no, that's just part of his regular. Oh, I think it's a buff effect or whatever. All right, never mind.
Oh, he's Glow Cloud Tutu. But yeah, the thing on the top, the old vampires, how they had that big triangle collar on the back of their capes. Yeah. Hikari, keep in mind, Living World Season 1 gives 5 20-slot bags the first time you run through them, so it's worth doing. Well, yeah. Well, I know that now, but I didn't know that before.
Yeah, I'm okay on storage space right now, but that is good to know. I don't believe I've got all of the Season 1 stuff unlocked. It's still paywall/lockdown to me. And I refuse to spend money on that nonsense. I'll buy cosmetics. I will buy the heck out of those plushy mount skins. But I am not paying piecemeal for stuff that came out before. No thanks, I'm good. Season 1 is free. Ah, okay. All right. I stand corrected.
Oh
I wasn't
yeah.
sure if that was paid I wasn't sure if that was part of the stuff that was locked down or not.
Oh no, they just introduced it last year. They brought it back. See, one of the other reasons I never wanted to go back and finish playing was because I was gone for a time. I started with a friend because they loved Guild Wars, so they came to Guild Wars 2. My password still is that friend is a phrase from that friend. And wow, those people are running from way far out there.
Yeah, they are.
It kind of looks like
they brought some friends. They brought friends along. Neat.
I mean, this time it looked like he was peeing in the water with the green. The flag. But the living world went away. So suddenly I couldn't ever do whatever the story was. I could never finish or do it. And
yeah.
As much as I always wanted a kind of permanently changing world, I mean, I advocated for this. When I suddenly was the person who was gone and didn't experience it, and then it was gone for good, suddenly I was like, yeah, you're right. I don't like this.
Yeah.
I suddenly can't experience something that everyone else did, and all the story afterward built on it, which made me feel even stupider, because then I'm like, well, I don't know what's any of this is, so... Yeah, see? He's peeing. Don't allow Robo-Man in the pool, man.
Welcome to Backseat Streaming, where we watch robots take a whiz.
Tanic, after the party wipes, seems like a better plan to bring the enemies a few at a time back to areas where we had more control. Yeah, that does sound like a smart idea.
I absolutely love you for corralling all these absolute goofy kittens around in order to make that happen. It's, wow. Good on you.
So I know the other henchmen are behind her because of the projectiles flying from the side.
Yep.
Good. Stay back. Stay back, little henchies.
Yeah, but I do like the dervish. I'm happy that that was the choice that came from the poll results, because like I don't have to do all this nonsense that our player is doing right now. I can just go in and swishy swash with my scythe and focus on myself, and all my little morons that are following behind me can do their own little moron thing. It's fine. I don't care. I don't have to care.
I liked how he called them hench dweebs.
Yeah, hench dweebs is great.
Skittles OMG says pull it all at once. You know, that's how I tend to do things. Oh, let me go look. Oh, whoops. How many times have I said that?
I think I can take this, like the sentences said just before disaster.
I'll just look around the corner. Yeah. Face plant into a huge mob of mobs. Yep. I just noticed that the party has everybody listed in it. Pets and hench dweebs.
I've taken to calling them goons, but hench dweebs is a good one. I really like that.
Ah, but see, Goonies is a sacred, special name.
Oh, sure, but I don't call them Goonies. I call them goons.
That's true. It's a little too close for me. I can't. TDO Sork Ultimate Untimely Deaths. I've never done that. I don't know what you're talking about.
By the way, you can watch our past videos.
If you want to see the proof, it's there. I just realized his name is Tall Wolfclaw. Is there a short Wolfclaw too?
Possibly.
Maybe brothers? Destiny's Gorge. It's better than Destiny's Gorging. That might be a little... Of course, if maybe you're at a good all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet, go for it. Ooh, Agastos the Brave. Oh, That is the one problem with living in a small town. I do not have great food options. A couple of family diners that are really cool, but I feel like I gotta go back to Chinatown and get some good Chinese food.
Well, to be fair, that doesn't sound like a bad idea, even if you weren't living in a small town.
I know, but that's on the other coast.
Oh, well, point. Yeah, fair enough.
But if I go back home, I can have good Mexican food. I can have good Chinese food. To be fair, East Coast has some good stuff.
Oh, sure.
But
heck yeah.
And definitely some, you know, ethnic foods that nowhere in California, you know. I got to eat a lot more variety. Like the Italian stuff out here, you know.
We
good Italian, not in California.
My local main street recently opened a banger sushi restaurant. Like, it's super good.
Oh my goodness.
Like, the actual restaurant itself is kind of hole in the wall. It's got like maybe like 4 tables, but you know, DoorDash is a thing, and they make some nice stuff. Real good. Real good fish.
There is a place that is now, you know, 5 hours away from me, where I was living before, right next to the college, and they built these huge apartment dorm thing by the college.
Right.
It's this little sushi spot, and the whole, you know, it's a little hole in the wall thing, and the whole middle of it is this conveyor belt.
Ah, conveyor sushi. Yes.
And the guy is standing there making the sushi, drops it on the belt, and all the benches, you know, go around the belt. And Mondays were half off. You paid by the type of plate. We're half off.
Oh.
And so, and you just picked up what you wanted, right, as he made it, and it came around. Oh my gosh. On that day, my daughter and I would go, sometimes my son, we'd, you know, then the half price plates would sometimes be $1, $1.50. The really impressive ones, half off, were still $3.50. But yeah, we would just gorge ourselves on so much yummy sushi.
Nice. And yeah, I did notice the Mesmer just absolutely cutting a rug a little earlier. That boy was getting down.
See, there we go, dancing queen. It's premonition. Oh, here we go. See, he just stands there.
I think one of the best little hidden restaurants was when I was living in Pennsylvania. Like, you would never have known there was a Mexican restaurant. Like, barely any signage. It was just a tiny little thing, like, stuffed in between 2 other buildings on the street. But some of the most incredible tacos I've ever had. Like we're talking like hand-made soft shells, and just it was nice.
As someone who has fired a bow a number of times, this whole flat crossbow-like stance throws me off.
I can imagine it's kind of hard to sight your target holding your bow like that.
But she can ignite
You're not really
arrows.
looking down the shaft of the nock. Yeah. That's just weird.
I want to light them on fire. I want to light arrows on fire.
Also, that doesn't seem like a good way to get full draw. Why are we trying to apply logic to this game?
Logic everywhere. Everybody needs logic.
No, not in gaming. No. The less logic, the better in most cases.
Britannia can confirm is good fish.
Yeah, it's very good fish. But that's a lot of baddies. That's a lot of baddies. They're doing I think she's trying to do the pull again.
I don't think there's a pull. I think they're all there.
Yeah. I said trying.
And she's like, I'm not walking up there.
Yeah. Y'all have at it. I'm gonna stay here and fire my bows incorrectly.
Oh, fighting behind us. Oh!
That's another thing that I'm having that I have experienced trouble with when playing Guild Wars 1 is like the visual language of the buffs and debuffs, as far as like on the character models themselves, are very EQ1 like, and they're very hard to pick out. Like I don't know what's doing what. You know what I mean?
Other than the swirly bubbles, I have no clue what's.
Yeah, yeah. I genuinely don't know. I guess it's probably because I'm a little too used to playing more modern games that have very clear visual cues of what's happening in terms of your character, the debuffs, and other things like that. Like it's
Too many visual cues.
they'll show. Well, yeah. I mean, we're not gonna. I wasn't gonna bring up STO or anything like that, but
So it looks like our tank does not have any henchmen. Just our ranger here.
Yeah. I love how the wolves are just kind of like robo fidgeting. Or the wolf and the cat, I should say. Very nervy little animals.
Oh, there comes a crowd. There's a crowd.
There's some friends. Minotaur friends. Or, sorry, Minotaur. Centaur. Big pardon. Wrong Greek mythological creature. Wow. Very wrong. How the hell can I didn't get those confused?
They both have legs.
They both have legs. Yes, the Rain of Fire misfiring once again. Yeah, the mage henchman never fails to fail.
Oh, that wasn't the enemy. That's your person trying to help you out. Let me help you out by pelting you with fiery meteors.
Excuse me.
Looks like some good loot, maybe. I mean, those centaurs look perfect for a saddle. Back is bowed just right.
They do look very mount worthy.
I mean, I think even Robo could. I think they could support Robo Boy there.
I don't know about that. Robo Boy looks pretty sturdy.
He could be hollow, like a bunny, Easter bunny.
Thank you for clarifying. You meant Easter bunny as opposed to a literal bunny. I was
yes,
like,
Choco Easter bunny. That's what I was thinking.
MJ, real rabbits aren't hollow. It's like, how would you know? You never tried to bite their ears.
One of my favorite gifts is still it's a rabbit pendant, but it's the one half, and then you flip it over, and it's rabbit skeleton only. Catriona says, well, you can usually count on the mage henchman to cast his AoE Rain of Fire just before the last mob dies. Oh, it's to light up. It's fireworks. Yeah, victory celebration.
Victory fireworks. And there we go. They lay down the Rain of Fire. The enemy is moved out of the ray of the Rain of Fire. Yes, perfect. Yeah.
Were there ever any enemies there? I'm not sure.
I think they moved forward. It's whatever. It's just the thing that mage henchmen be doing. Yeah, I'm coming into this footage with a little more personal knowledge now, so I can greater appreciate what's being done here.
Hey,
also,
Devourer! I know those mobs! I'm running around with my pet Devourer! I know! Look! I know what's going on! I finally have a connection!
Yay!
Of course, they shot it right away, but...
Oh,
Diviner's Ascent. Oh! We just went to a new zone. Okay. It, like, labeled our new zone. Okay, I got this. You know, I'm gonna say I appreciate the fact that when they zone through, your henchmen are, like, around you. And whenever we zone in on, like, DDO, you can't see my character because I'm inside everyone else's character. We're all just on top of each other. Silly.
And you're an omni-hero when you zone in.
It's like we truly have to split... Wait, what?
Why did everybody just fall over? What happened? I don't... What? Huh? I mean, everybody just did like a Three Stooges pratfall at the same time. Drake's doing knockdown. It didn't look like there was anybody near those ranged characters, though. I don't... That's what I mean about the visual language being confusing and not really easy to pick out. Like, that was just... Alright, you're on your butts now. Ha ha ha.
Sorry, I just had to take that call. 2-hour delay for school tomorrow. It's like because my phone doesn't have the same area code as everyone else here. When I get a call from this area code, I'm like, there's a problem, you know?
Sure, yeah, understandable.
It's something important.
We got a fair bit of snow on our area too, but nothing too badly, or nothing too serious. It's manageable.
Yeah, they're expecting the backroadiest of roads.
Sure.
The buses have trouble getting on them until they get really cleaned out, and because we're such a tiny area, you think it doesn't seem bad, but then I have to remember they drive like a half an hour out to pick up kids to bring them back to school. So
yeah, no, I get it. And, you know, buses probably aren't the school buses probably aren't the easiest vehicles to drive, even in perfect conditions.
y'all know this means I get 2 extra hours of sleep. Yeah.
Yes, a beautiful thing.
Although I have to appreciate that they sent this notice out now for expected road problems, because we have a whole winter storm warning right now. Instead of 5 o'clock in the freaking morning. Bad enough I have to wake up, 6:45, but then they wake me up at 5 to tell me, no, you don't have to come. Like, stop it.
The simul
I tell you, they have auditioned to be a little K-pop band.
Yes, I mean, I've never known any K-pop group to just do a dance routine where everybody just flops on their butt at the same time, but hey, you know what? Breaking new ground in stage performance.
Yeah, have you watched all the K-pop? I wouldn't put it past.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either.
Although I like the wooded area better for looks, I'm liking this desert better for me being able to see the fights. I feel like I can see the battles better. How did a bug get a jade mandible? I mean,
don't worry about
who crafted
that? Fine, don't worry about it. Oh, it's alright. It's fine. These things happen.
Dune lizard.
Sound like you're trying to create a song there. Dune lizard. Lizarding through the dunes. Dune lizard. Gonna knock everybody on their backs, even though he's nowhere near the ranged folks.
Synchronized butt flopping. We are the champions of butt flops.
And there's better ways to work your glutes, fellas. You can just, don't think absolutely dropping on your backsides is gonna. I mean, even if sand might be sort of soft, like it's.
Ooh.
Owie.
Go get that Elonian chest over there. What is that? Go get it. Go get it. Go. Come on. It's got yellow words. It's obviously important.
Presumably, it's one of those things where you can only actually access it if you have the appropriate key, and those have to be purchased. I think not with real money. It's an in-game currency purchase.
Oh.
Yeah, it's dumb. This game's loot system sucks.
I feel like these pillar things with the writing on them should be something important.
You'd think.
No, just cool decoration.
Just fantasy. Ooh, mysterious fantasy. What could these pillars mean? Who cares? Fantasy.
55-mile-an-hour winds woke him up at 2:30. Oh, wow. Hey, Darth, when the wind is blowing here, because this is the side of the house with the tower, I can be streaming and the room will be moving. Sway, sway, sway. Pretty fun.
Yikes.
Keys will rarely drop from mobs. Trying to play logic to Tyria is like trying to figure out why the Earth King had a regular bear and not a platypus bear or a monkey bear. I don't know that reference.
That one went over my head too, I'm afraid. And yes, there is no AI in Ba Sing Se. Smile.
Tempest Drakes. Come on, I want to see a Tempest. Oh! There's a dog with sniffing butt. I mean, that's a little too realistic. What are we... Who's coding this stuff? Oh, Avatar. The one with the story, not the Pandora one.
Ah, okay.
Wait, those drakes suddenly look way bigger. Did they grow?
They are much closer, yeah.
Perspective, man! Perspective!
Right? Things are going very poorly, it looks like. But no, they got it under control. I thought things were about to go very catawampus, but...
Oh, that's okay, because the bad guy's chasing that mage. The enchanter. Who cares?
Let him happen, because the enchanter starts to run, and then the mob starts to run after that, and it's... Oh, it's pain. Oh, on the one hand, I am appreciative of the fact that like this is not unique to my experience because as me a new player versus somebody who's had likely way more hours in this game than I have. But on the other hand, like, oh boy, I feel for them. And they're handling it so much better too. Like it's actually kind of enlightening knowing what's going on now.
So those were the actual... Oh my goodness. Okay, so all of that we've done this whole time was to go kill those mobs for the Mesmer quest. Everything we just did for the last 30 minutes. 42 minutes. Make me a Mesmer.
Make me a burger. I mean Mesmer. Sorry. No, I don't want to be a burger. Ah!
You know, if people high five, they'd get their eyes poked out. Sweet. Mesmer now. Look at she's all nonchalant. She's like, you know.
I can take it or leave it. That's fine. Whatever.
So her first class was Necromancer. And then added Ranger. Now she just added Mesmer. That's really cool. Oh, we did the quest to unlock the warrior's secondary verse. Oh! Yeah. Oh, you did? Did I miss
Okay.
that?
I thought I saw the word mesmer on there.
The mesmer was the very first one.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, did you already have that quest or something? Oh, necromancer was your first secondary. Okay,
No,
I had that backwards. But,
okay.
Yeah, I never saw the very first quest when you talked to that guy said to do mesmer stuff.
Yeah, what? Yeah, all right, it's fine. All we know is that we have simul butt floppage.
So, can you go turn the warrior in now? And now this one's for unlocking monk. Oh my gosh. So how hard is it to swap classes in this game? Is it just a key press and then you're something else running around? Or do you have to go and like change class at a class changer or something?
They'll have the panopticon unlocked in no time.
Love my panopticon. I'm so proud of that. Easy to swap, change secondary class and skills in any outpost. So it isn't on the fly. You do have to do it at an outpost. Okay.
Yeah, you can just hot swap your skills and stuff like that. Yeah. They were talking about cookies and rice pudding when we took and then turned in the warrior quest. Now, you know what? I mean, I would rather talk about cookies and rice pudding than Guild Wars warriors.
Poor warriors get such a bad rap. Sorry, you didn't even take our attention away for a moment, Mr. Warrior.
Nope. We had cookies to talk about.
Cookies.
Cookies.
I need some of these cookies. Oh, speaking of cookies, so there's all the butt flopping again.
Yay.
Go butt floppers, go butt floppers. So we do a grocery pickup, right?
Yep.
And got home, and first thing was apparently my family's looking like we have these jugs of spring water. Where the heck? What? Turns out we like got a whole like they pull on these boxes. Anyway, got a whole box of somebody else's food. We got potatoes au gratin. We got 3 bags of cookies. We got spring waters. And we got a couple other things. And called the store, and they're like, oh, yeah, well, we already gave it to you, so... So,
Okay,
I have
then.
rekindled... So, I actually really like... not as much as the cowboy cookies that I want to make right now. I like the Walmart sandwich cookies. I don't know why, but those are like the only vanilla sandwich cookies I like. But whoever this person was had that and 2 boxes of peanut butter sandwich cookies. Nice. And I'm telling you, these puppies gave Nutter Butters a run for their money. They were good. So now my family's like, can we start buying cookies? And I'm like, no, we don't have the money to start buying cookies. But yeah, they're like, oh, if you want to drive all the way back and, you know, you can bring it back. Don't bother. I'll just pull this new stuff for the next person. Because I'm like, they're missing a whole bag of their groceries. We've had a time that even like sent steaks home with us. And they're like, oh, we can't accept those back to the store. You don't know you have them until you're putting your groceries away, right? And you're like, where the heck did this come from? So we've gotten free steaks before. But I'm pretty happy with the cookies. These cowboy cookies, though. Oats, chocolate chips. Coconut. Just.
That sounds real good.
They are so good. Should take a picture of the recipe and just send that to you. My friend wrote it. She hand wrote it out, so it's like on an 8x11 paper.
Right.
Front and back. But yeah, brown sugar, oats. Devourers! Been a long time. The stream is bringing back some old memories. Memories of the crazy henchmen.
And the cat-eared ranger.
And the synchro butt flops.
Butt flops. Why do they all do butt flops? I know someone in chat explained it already, but I've forgotten already. Actually, it's probably because of a Drake. It was an Earth skill, I think I remember.
Hey, Kari, on a related note, I just spent 3 hours getting food from a restaurant. Canceled my order because the driver was incompetent. Reordered 2 hours later, and they tried to give me 3-hour-old food. Ugh! Ew! No! Be like, yeah, think not.
Ooh.
Good for customer service. Boo on, ooh.
That's messed. That's very messed.
Catriana's Instacart driver delivered wrong order to us once. Couldn't take it back. And the poor guy was on the hook to pay for the wrong order. Oh, I remember that. I remember when that happened. But this one, I mean, they literally pack it in your trunk. So you don't even touch your groceries until you unload them and put them away. So, yeah, and the guy, the person at the store is pretty cool. They're like, oh no, you know, keep it. Then thanks for letting me know so that I know what stuff to pull for when the person either comes to get theirs or calls and says, where are my groceries?
Yeah.
Because if the person already picked it up, then, I mean, that means they already paid for this stuff. So they need to be getting their stuff. And he said it was really easy for him now that he had a list of what the stuff was. So it'd be easy for him to fix it on their end. Like, okay. Those bugs look kind of nasty.
Yeah, they do. Ooh.
Looks like they're trying to stand up and fart on you.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past them, honestly.
Yeah, see, they lift up and they look kind of like almonds. Almond
Man,
holes.
I don't know what almonds you're eating, but whoa, you might want to take them back. If your almonds look like that, if they look like fart bugs, I think you might want to reconsider your almond choices.
No, I mean, seriously, look, the underside. I mean, if my almonds sprouted legs, then I probably shouldn't eat them. But
you're not making this better, I'm saying.
Lone Bark says, Hamstorm Warrior with me? Wait, what does that mean?
I assume that's a type of build, presumably.
Warrior Ellie, Hamstorm is a joke build. Well, yeah, it sounds like, you know, bacon.
I assume ham as in hammer and storm as in like the elementalist, like electricity or
really?
skills.
I was thinking,
Probably.
you know, like ham and cheese sandwich, you know?
Oh, sure. I mean, Hamstorm does sound like one of those like deli meats that are marketed for guys. Like, try some Hamstorm, you know.
Real men eat Hamstorm on
Real
rye.
men eat Hamstorm, exactly. Like one of those products.
Wipeout! Darth did it. Wasn't me. Was Darth.
It was totally Darth, yep.
Tannic, I have not tried Warrior with Mesmer. I started in Nightfall, so this Warrior with Paragon at the moment. Oh, that's a pretty view, actually. Look at that. Dead, bleached bones everywhere.
MJ's showing her true colors tonight, y'all.
Yeah.
Talking about eating almond bugs and pretty beaches with bleached bones, you know. Hamstorm. Skill makes pigs rain from the sky. Oh no. Oh.
That would be so cool. Oink, 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 oink. Ikari, I'm gonna go hamstorm on you. That sound like a... Oh my gosh. Oh, there's a Grimcesta? Grimcesta? Is that supposed to be a G? Grimcesta.
I think it's Grimcesta, yeah.
It's in blue. What does that mean? Danik be like, what the heck are you talking about? What color is it? I don't know. Sorry.
I'm gonna go hamstorm on you. Sounds like the quip from like an action movie here is like, he's John Hamstorm, and he doesn't afraid of anything.
You know, maybe that needs to be, who's gonna make that as a City of Heroes character?
John Hamstorm. Or like, make it like a fire blaster or something, like color the fireballs pink.
I like the pigs raining from the sky idea. Oh my gosh. Little porkers dropping on people's heads. That would cause some damage.
That would be missed. That'd be a horrible way to go.
I mean, a lot of people stop and think of like, you know, Wilbur from Charlotte's Web or little pot-bellied pigs. I'm like, y'all seen like a real big hog? Like,
real pork hog, them things is long and chunk.
I mean, you could ride 3 or 4 people on one of these dudes, and there's, you know, not a joke that they could like totally eat the complete remains of a human body in a short amount of time. In case you ever need to dispose of you know, evidence or something, find a pigsty.
Oh gosh, Hikari, hang on, I gotta sing this one. Pork chops in the sky. I can go baked or fried. Take a look, it's on to cook. A juicy ham store.
Love it. Darth Ball says death by pork sounds like a delicious way to go. Oh, item colors are the rarity. So blue is up from the whites and extra stats. Okay. Oh, it's dropped loot up there. Okay.
It's one of the rare cases where some interesting looking loot drops. Most of it's just white garbage. I mean, white letter garbage.
Again, this one sounds like some kind of superhero. Grimcesta.
It definitely sounds like one of those Todd McFarlane-esque 90s comic characters.
The Eater of Souls. It's a giant almond.
Is it the...
Thanks.
The Eater of Souls is a giant almond. Look upon the face of your doom. He looks crunchy.
Oh my goodness. That reminds me of a comic I was reading earlier tonight. Oh gosh. Oh. What was it about? Oh no, now see, I've got to find it. Because I can't. I've got to find the right. I meant to take a screenshot of this line because of how much. It was something about. What kind of human? He was killing this person, and it's like, I like when I grab this evil person because they are crunchy when you break them, you know. And I'm like, dude. Oh, I wonder how far back I'd have to go to find it. Probably way too far. I should have taken a screenshot of it. You know, sometimes when you just find those quotes that
sure.
just, you just love it.
Da-da-da, skill unlocked. Good stuff. And
The salt flats. I used to have to drive those all the time to get home from school. Fall asleep on those, you can run off the road a long ways without hitting anything. I'm like going to spend an hour or two tonight trying to find... I mean, unfortunately, I've read like 100 chapters, so...
That's probably long gone in your history then.
That's just bit. I just went in my history and jumped back like 150 chapters, and I'm like, okay, where is it? One of the programs that I read comics on, you can't take any screenshots, right? So I get used to not doing it, but then this is just on the web, so
right.
I'm gonna look for that after, and I'm gonna tweet it. I thought there was no way I was gonna forget that line, and then here we are talking about synchronized butt flopping, and I've forgotten it.
To be fair, synchronized butt flopping does derail one's train of thought.
That is true. So in this amount of time, they've turned in Warrior, they've done Mesmer, and now they're doing Monk. I mean, that's pretty cool.
Quite the combination.
I mean, like, I'm trying to think back. Does anybody ever remember doing the... blah, blah, blah. Faction's the wrong word. Yeah, the faction switch quest in EQ2, and how freaking long that thing was. You know, when you wanted a Ratanga, but you wanted a Kinos class, then you had to... That was insane.
Yeah, these old games are just built different.
So how many pets, Cat, can you call out at once? I see you've got 2. You've got the wolf and the lynx. Or wait, is Mox a pet too? Is the robot considered a pet? No, it's not in the pet. So why does the droid have its own, like, hit bar thing, but the others don't? Mox is a hero. What? I don't understand what the difference would be for that. Sorry to be a dum-dum, but... Oh, the lynx is Mox's pet. Oh, the hero is marginally smarter than the henchman. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only real difference between heroes and henchmen. Marginally smarter, and I think maybe slightly better stats-wise, but it's for all intents and purposes still another pet that you have to deal with.
I feel like throwing whoopee cushions under all of them at that point.
That would be impressive. Like, That'll be part of the K-pop dance routine.
So, while going through clips and stuff, came across this something, whatever, and it was wacky moments on like America's Got Talent or something. And this guy had this 2 long lines across the stage of walnuts, and he used his butt and bounced from him and cracked the walnuts all the way along the stage. Like, what the heck?
Wow, that sounds like one of those stupid human tricks that you saw in Letterman back in the day.
I know, it's, you know what?
That's... America's Got Talent. Watch this guy destroy walnuts with his ass. Nice. Real good.
Yeah, and one of the female judges tried it and was like, I'm in so much pain. She did, in her heels and everything. She got up to try to do it. I'm like, how do you build that kind of skill, man?
How do you think to do that to begin with? It's like,
that's it.
Like, that's one of those I'm bored or hold my beer kind of things. Like, you know, bet you I could open walnuts with my butt, but you couldn't. Oh, yeah?
It's like, my glute routine beats your glute routine.
I don't know if that's a talent, but it's something.
I know, I just...
I wonder what was going through the camera person's mind when they were shooting that part of the show.
No idea. Oh, on the hero bar, a hero then can res you. Okay.
I mean, henchmen can res you too.
So, those of you who've played both, okay, rate, like, Guild Wars 1 Henchmen versus EQ2 Mercenaries. The Mercs.
Oh, I don't have any horse in this race. I have never played EverQuest 2. That was a dark giggle.
Oh, I might make some plans, man. Plans.
Aw, the poor little wolf. I don't know if he really wants to join in the fight and just shy. There we go. He's like, yay!
It's like, does my fur look okay?
I'm so nervous. I don't know if I should go into combat. Okay, here I go. You can do it, Frank. Yeah!
I don't know. Last time I chipped a tooth. I don't know if this look really does it for me.
Yeah, the amount of control that's being displayed here is really good. Like, I genuinely am impressed with how carefully they're managing all these absolute morons. There goes the rain of fire again on a dead target.
That's trying to open the chest. Oh wait, is she gonna use it?
She has a key. Hey,
woo!
and...
What'd we get? What'd we get? A smiting rod.
Perfect for a ranger.
Yeah. Even the wolf was crying about it. Did you hear it?
Yeah, I was like, oh, this stuff stinks.
Orangey hates me.
Oh, rush.
So you
Should have
definitely
never played this game.
you want the person with the ranged to be holding all the henchmen.
What is happening with that guy in the fancy coat? He's just sort of running back and forth. Oh.
Oh, hi, Mr. Roboman.
Hello. Do you like my cloud skirt?
He was like total fourth wall breaking there. Come up, hi. How's it going?
Hey guys, I'm TV's robot. Fox is like, is the camera here? Are we rolling? Are we rolling? We're rolling, right?
Ooh, lighten those arrows up.
I'm doing little twitches every time that low energy noise ticks off. Ugh, I hate it.
We have been so Pavloved, haven't we?
We really have.
MMOs.
You are not kidding. 100% of Pavlovian response.
Absolutely. We all have those sounds. I know it.
Oh god, Jeremy Soul's music puts me to sleep, dude. Ugh. Sorry. I know he's like a big deal composer, but oh, there's a reason I turned the music off in this game.
Wait, Jeremy Soule did the music here?
I'm pretty sure.
Really?
I think. Yes, he did. Okay, yeah. It has that quality. You know, like it sounded like it has his tryptophan coated fingerprints all over it. Oh yeah, no, there's definitely plenty of copy pasta going on the Guild Wars 2 soundtrack. 1000%. Yep. I immediately picked out several songs that I heard playing in Guild Wars 1. I was like, hey, wait a minute.
Well, I mean, to be fair, people want to keep the continuity with sound is one of the best ways to
I get it. There's
keep
legacy
a flavor,
there.
you know, yeah.
Sure, but like, you know, at the same time, you could have just maybe done a rearrangement. But no, it's just literal direct rip. That's okay. You know what? It's fine. Like I said, I turned the music off for a reason.
It's because they had to use all the money to pay off the henchmen to never come back. The severance package for the henchmen that weren't allowed to come back to Guild Wars 2. No, but we have a contract. It's okay. We'll save some money here. We'll give it all to you guys. And there we go.
The adventures of Kitty Ranger have concluded.
Yes, Kitty Ranger Necro Warrior Mesmer Monk. Wow. Oh my goodness.
Quite the salad.
That is, but you get to play all that. What a great way too for somebody, especially if you're looking at, you know, what play style do you like? I hate starting a character and then finding you just really don't like that class or something, you know? And then you just got to go do it all again and yeah, that I actually I really like that part of this.
Yeah, the build system is very interesting and creative, and I kind of would love to have seen something similar to it in Guild Wars 2. There's some creativity in the way that the weapon swapping and stuff like that happens, but it's nowhere near as freeform.
Yeah. Well, oh my goodness, we want to thank our contributor, Catriona. Thank you so much for sending us something here for us to enjoy some backseat streaming and cooking show.
and butt flop demonstration.
There's like a little memory out of every video we've watched, and I think the synchronized butt flopping will probably be.
That's probably going to be the standout from this entire. Yeah, we're going to not recall anything else, but everybody going and just dropping on their butts.
But and never don't forget the.
Yeah, you can't forget the. That's it's an important part of the routine.
Oh my goodness. Of course, we are open if others would like to send contributions. Contact us on the site. You could do it right on the post. You can send an email to us if you would like to be considered for doing exactly that, to have us
we'd love to see your characters synchro butt flopping in many other games. Please send in your footage. We'd love to share it with the rest of our OPTV watching public.
It will be great. It'll be great. I mean, we've seen all sorts of things here. We've seen roller derby, roller ball something. We've seen racing. We've done MMOs. We've done little horror survival. Yeah, I mean, all sorts of stuff. So if you want to contribute, you're interested in that, let us know. And of course, we appreciate. This is a very direct bit helping us, keeping us doing what we're doing, because there is no backseat streaming without y'all. It doesn't happen without you. So thank you so much. And for everybody who comes and watches and supports us and doesn't run away screaming, or even for those who do run away screaming, you came, you showed up. That's half the battle, right?
Thanks for coming in and then realizing, ah!
And for all of you who support us to keep us running here on Twitch and keep us running on massivelyop.com, you guys are the rock stars. You are so awesome. We are so grateful for y'all, because that's why we get to do this stuff. It's because of you. And even if you just whitelist the ads, that's a huge thing that helps us out. When you share with friends, or you throw out a tweet, or all this stuff. And of course, our Patreon donors and our Twitch subscribers, you guys, thank you for allowing us to continue doing this with you. And of course, huge thank yous to Chris for putting up with me for an hour and a half every couple weeks.
I mean, you say putting up with, but it's always a pleasure. So I appreciate you having me along and helping me share this with you guys. And it's always a good time.
It is. Y'all need to have your own backseat streamings. You just really do. Don't forget, you can look at the calendar on the bottom right-hand page of every page in the footer to see what's streaming when. And there's actually a whole lot of stuff. I mean, you go down there and there's all these links you can go to. And if you scroll up the page, guess what? There's lots of news to read, articles, so much good stuff happening. So check it all out, massivelyop.com. And until next time, you guys be safe, be warm, and we'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, guys. Take care.
Toodles.